Did you know that 1 in 5 business owners are spending 7 hours a day on social media or creating content for social media? And the average of the other 80% is 4 hours a day on social media or, again, creating content for social media. Guys, that number is preposterous. It's ridiculous. And it's often why we hear things like, I don't know how to be consistent on social media with my content. I don't know how to keep coming up with all these new ideas. Stress, overwhelm, frustration, maybe even ghosting your audience. And all of that ties back into the fact that there's just simply not enough hours in the day to do all of this and do it well. More importantly, to actually handle your personal responsibilities and make money for your business and serve your customers. Again, there's just not enough time in the day. So in today's video, I'm gonna talk to you about 3 strategies you can start using in the next 5 minutes. Literally, that's gonna help you eliminate this problem for good and start moving towards creating content faster than you ever even thought was possible. Stick around. All right, my name is Chris, coming to you on behalf of Kim & Co. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So strategy number 1 is to create your long form pillar content first. Now you may be wondering, what the heck is long form pillar content? That just sounds like more stuff I have to create. What you're watching right now is considered long form pillar content. It's longer form, just as it sounds, content, but preferably content that is on a search platform. So whether that's a blog or whether that's YouTube or even Pinterest is one that a lot of people don't take advantage of. It's content that has a lot of just that content in it that you can then later repurpose for social media. Now, the reason we like that is because for one, we want to focus our efforts on where those efforts are going to last the longest, right? So the average life of an Instagram post is maybe 24 hours. Beyond that, you've got to create something new. With a tweet, it's even less. With a Facebook post, around the same. So that short form content, although it's fast and easy to create, the lifespan is very, very short. Whereas a YouTube video, and you can look on this channel, we have videos that are 7, 8, 9 years old that are still getting as many, if not more views now than they've ever gotten. Same with the blog. So these are things that continue to drive engagement, drive views, and ultimately drive people to our website that we've created once that just continues to perform. So that's the first thing you want to focus on as a business owner. You want to focus on something that's going to get more bang for your buck, work longer than the others, because that's where your time is most maximized. So that's where you want to focus first. Now the kicker is this, and this is why we suggest you start from there, because from this one video, you can actually go through and cut little clips that you're going to just post on social media. So you're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone in that you're creating something that lives for a long time, but you're also giving yourself an opportunity to say, you know what, that 30-second clip of what I said here on that one tip I gave is really good for Instagram. I'm gonna cut that and splice that out. Boom, post it right on Instagram. Boom, put it right on YouTube Shorts. Maybe put it on some other platform. Maybe put it on your Twitter or your Threads or whatever it is that's a primary focus for you in the business. Same goes for your blog. If you write a blog, you've probably got 5, 6, 7 carousel posts, or you could go through just with your phone and record yourself giving a 15-second soundbite, literally reading from that blog specifically. So you're, again, accomplishing 2 things with 1 effort, meaning I'm doing that long form content, but I'm giving myself the opportunity to create maybe 10, 15, 20, or even 30 or more pieces of content down the road that I just splinter off from the content I just created that I don't have to conjure up just from scratch on the go. So it's a huge time saver. Although you are spending more time on the front end to create the long form content, you're maximizing your efforts on the back end with the velocity of which you can create that smaller content for the platforms that you desire. All right, number 2 is consider batching content ahead of time. So you may not know this, but I'm actually creating 4 YouTube videos all at once right now. So I'm doing back to back to back to back. Before that, I wrote the blog first. I'm literally using the blog to record the YouTube videos because now I've got a script that I can follow to some degree, or at least bullet points. From that point forward, I'll probably go through the blog, create a few little videos right then and there. I'm spending the majority of my day today creating content. Before that, I was in a live stream with our students. That's going to be recorded and uploaded as our Insiders podcast. So just today alone, in the last 2, maybe 3 hours, probably created content realistically for about an entire month worth of effort. So we recommend having some kind of batching schedule. Does it have to be an entire day? No. Does it have to be twice a week? It's whatever you want it to be. The best answer is the answer that works for you. It's what works best for your schedule, what works best for your posting velocity, however many times, your frequency of posting, where you show up, how many places you show up. It's all contingent upon that. But the bottom line is this: you need a batching schedule, because posting on the go, sitting there and spending time, it may not feel like a lot of time, but even an hour a day of just creating 1 post, it's not the best use of your time. When you batch, it gives yourself the opportunity to create a lot of content, in some cases enough for a whole week or 2 weeks or even a month, and that's gonna allow you to focus all your time and effort and energy elsewhere those other days, instead of having to shift gears back and forth between serving customers, working on the business, maybe working on your sales assets versus creating that content on the fly. So we have found that to be a massive, massive time save, and I recommend you do it as well. All right, and number 3 is a little bit of a pro tip depending on where you are in your business, but consider hiring a VA, which stands for a virtual assistant. This is something we have done for years. We've hired many virtual assistants, specifically in the Philippines from onlinejobs.ph. In fact, the person that edited this video and is clipping this content to put on social media, they're literally people from onlinejobs.ph. And the reason is this: everything I just told you up to this point, it's largely going to be you doing those efforts, right? It's you creating that long form content. It's you splintering stuff off, making micro content for social media. But here's the deal. The reason you're doing it that way, the reason you're setting up that system now is because eventually you want to hand that system to a virtual assistant. Most of what myself and Kim does now is solely that first one. It's solely that long form content. The rest of that, we bundle it up, we put it in a Google Drive file. They take it from there. They create all of the micro content. They'll create the carousels, the reels, the posts. They'll, change it up for different platforms. They're doing all of that work on the back end so that all we have to do is step in and give approval once a caption's been written or the content's been put together or we've overlaid text on the actual video itself. So it doesn't have to be something that you do forever. In fact, that's not something that we recommend is you doing all of that work forever. But that alone, hiring a VA for sometimes as little as $3 to $5 an hour, and it doesn't have to be full time. It can literally be 2 hours a day or sometimes less. Many of these people, like these VAs, they're just looking for part-time work or they have multiple clients. So maybe they work for 3 other people and they give you 5 to 10 hours a week allotted for things that they work on for you. You'd be amazed how much 3, 5, even 10 hours a week can really benefit you, take a lot off your plate, still get the amount of stuff that you need to get done, maybe more in some cases, so that you can focus on the things that only you can do in the business. All right, guys, and if you like this topic, you like this video, I have a resource for you can check out in the description below. It's our content calendar template. So now that you have all these ideas and things you want to do, the key is organize it. And the content calendar template is going to help you organize all of your new content ideas, schedule them out when you want them posted, get an idea of what to post and when on certain platforms. All of that is going to help you inside the content calendar template. It is a free download, so absolutely take advantage of it. Grab that again in the description below. The link is right below here. While you're here, also don't forget, like this video, subscribe if you want to hear more content like this while we're talking about content, hit the bell for notifications, and let me know, what was your biggest takeaway from this video in the comments below. We'll see you guys in the next one.